Hi, this is an introduction to GRE, Part 1. GRE stands for Graduate Record Examination. In this lecture, I'll be talking about what the GRE test is, what sections are on the test, and how to prepare for them. So let's begin. So who takes the GRE? If you're applying for a master's or PhD degree, so there are a good number of universities across the world that accept the GRE as an entrance exam. Here you can see two examples. One is from the Graduate School of Education and the second one is from Harvard Business School. And at the Graduate School of Education, they only accept the GRE. Whereas the Harvard Business School accepts two types of tests. One is the GMAT, which is a specific test designed only for the business schools. But they also accept the GRE. So one good thing about taking the GRE versus the GMAT is that it opens a lot of doors for you. You could apply to a business school. You can apply for a degree in mathematics with GRE. You can apply for a degree in history. So the GRE has a wider range of degrees that it applies to. Which universities require the GRE test results? Well, there are thousands of them. One common misconception about the GRE is that only the universities in the United States accept it. But there are numerous universities in Canada, in the United Kingdom, France, Japan, India that accept the GRE as an entrance exam. So you have to check specifically the universities or its business schools or some other specific schools websites to see whether they accept the GRE or not. Alright. So what is on the test? The test is divided into three different sections. One is the analytical writing assessment. In this section, you have to write two essays. One is called Analysis of an Argument. The second one is called Analysis of an Issue. I'll be talking about these essays in detail in later videos. So let's move on. The second section is the quantitative section or the maths section. You have two different sections or two different mathematics sections on a single test. Each section has 20 questions and you have to solve these 20 questions in 35 minutes. Further, you have to attempt two verbal sections. Each verbal section has 20 questions and you have 30 minutes to complete them. Alright. So how long does the test take? Well, the test approximately takes 4 hours. So this is how the test has been divided. So when you start the test, you have to write two essays. You get 30 minutes to complete each essay. After 1 hour of essay writing, you get a 10 minutes break. Soon after the break, you start your first verbal section. And you have 30 minutes to complete it. Then after a 1 minute break, you get your first quantitative section and you have 35 minutes to complete it. Then you get another 10 minutes break. After the break, you get your second verbal section for 30 minutes and then another quantitative section for 35 minutes. Finally, you get this experimental section, and this experimental section is either verbal section or a quantitative section. Now, this experimental section is there to test questions for future use by the test makers. So some students think that since it's an experimental section and since it doesn't get scored, so they plan to skip the last section, which is not right, because the experimental section can appear anywhere on the test. It could be your first verbal section, it could be your first quantitative section, it could be your second verbal section, it could be your second quantitative section, or it could be the third section. So you have to take all the sections very seriously. Alright. So how much does the test cost? Well, as of today, the registration fee to take the GRE is $205. So this is, remember, this is just the registration fee, plus this is also the distribution fee of the test scores to 4 universities of your choice. If you want to apply or if you want to send your scores to any additional universities, you have to pay an additional amount of $15 per university. So remember, the 205 fee includes the registration fee plus the test distribution fee to 4 universities of your choice. Alright. Where do you take the test? So let's talk about these two organizations. One is the ETS, which is the organization that actually makes the test. So GRE is a test that is made by ETS. There's another organization by the name of Prometric. And Prometric has hundreds and thousands of centers around the world. And there are very good chances that your country has one of these Prometric centers in one of the cities. So if you want to take the GRE, you will probably take the test in one of the centers at the Prometric organization. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for future videos.